5 years.
5 years of learning English every single day.
New words, new grammar rules, new lessons.
And one day, someone asks you a simple question,
How was your weekend?
and your brain freezes.
Not because you do not know the words.
But because you are translating word by word in your head.
And by the time you find the sentence,
The moment is gone.
this is the scary part. This can happen for 10 years, 20 years.
You can know English and still never feel free in it.
If that scared you a little, good.
Because that means you clicked on the right video.
You are here because you do not want that to be your story.
And today, we are going to fix the real problem, not vocabulary, not grammar.
The translation habit.
Hello, hello. Welcome back to English Booster.
Yes, I am Alex.
And I'm Emily.
And Emily, I have a confession.
A confession? Alex, this sounds serious.
For 2 years, I translated every sentence in my head before I spoke.
2 years? Alex, that is exhausting just to imagine.
It was. My brain was doing 2 jobs at once.
Thinking in your language, then converting to English.
Exactly, like a slow machine with too much work.
Okay, well, today's episode is for you and for everyone listening.
Stop translating, start speaking naturally today.
I love this topic because this is the difference between knowing English and living in English.
Big difference.
So let's start with the real question. Why do we translate in the first place?
Good question. It is because our brain trusts our first language more.
Of course, we've used it our whole life.
Right, so when we need an idea, the brain runs home first,
Runs home, picks up the idea in our language,
then tries to carry it over into English, word by word.
and that carrying takes time.
That's the delay you feel. That's the freeze.
So the goal today is not learn more English.
The goal is build a new habit, a direct habit.
Thinking in English, not translating into English.
Let's show everyone exactly how.
Why translating traps you. Alex, tell them what happened when you tried to order food once.
Oh no, not this story.
Yes, this story. It's perfect for this topic.
Fine, I was at a restaurant. I wanted to say, "Can I have the bill, please?"
Simple sentence.
But in my head, I translated it from my language word by word.
And what came out?
Can I have the paper of money?
The paper of money.
The waiter looked at me like I was an alien.
That's exactly what word-by-word translation does. It breaks the sentence.
Because English doesn't think the way our language thinks.
Different structure, different order, different logic.
So when we translate directly, we get strange results.
Or worse, we get silence because the brain can't finish the translation in time.
And that silence feels like failure.
But it's not failure. It's just the wrong method.
Exactly. Wrong method, not wrong learner.
So what is the right method?
First step, stop building sentences from your language.
Start building sentences from pictures and feelings.
What does that mean, Emily?
It means when you see a cup of coffee, don't think the word in your language first.
Look at the coffee, feel it's hot, and say straight away, coffee.
Hot coffee. I want coffee.
No translation in the middle. Direct connection.
Image to English, not image to your language to English.
That's the real shift.
And this takes practice, but it's very simple to start.
Let's give them a method, the 3-object method.
I like this one. Tell them, Alex.
Every day, choose 3 objects near you.
Maybe your phone, your bag, and your window.
Look at each one and say one English sentence about it, immediately.
No pause, no translating first.
My phone is black. My bag is heavy today. The window is open.
Simple, fast, direct.
Do this for 1 minute, 3 times a day.
And slowly, your brain stops asking your language for help.
It starts trusting English on its own.
Okay, Alex, let's test you right now, live.
Wait, what? Right now?
Right now. I'll point at something, you say a sentence, no thinking.
Emily, this is dangerous.
That's the point. Ready?
Okay, go.
That mug on the table.
The mug is blue and it's empty.
Yes. See, you didn't translate. You just looked and spoke straight away.
Oh, wow, you're right. That was fast.
That's exactly the brain we're training today.
Okay, my turn. Test you, Emily.
Go ahead.
That plant in the corner.
The plant needs water. I think it's a little dry.
Perfect. No hesitation at all.
Because I looked at the plant, not at my language.
This is so simple but so powerful.
And everyone listening can do this right now, today, in their own room. Now let's talk about the second big mistake.
Learning single words instead of full phrases.
Right. If you only learn the word tired,
Your brain still has to build the sentence around it, slowly.
but if you learn the full phrase, I'm so tired today,
The whole sentence is ready, you just say it.
no building, no translating, just speaking.
This is why we always say collect phrases, not words.
Give them some good ones, Emily. I'm not sure about that. That makes sense. Let me think for a second.
I see what you mean. That sounds great. I'll get back to you.
These are like keys. You don't build a key every time you need a door open.
You just keep the key ready in your pocket.
Okay, wait, Alex, use one of those keys right now. That makes sense.
Use it how?
I'll say something confusing and you just react with the phrase. Ready?
Emily, why does this feel like a trap again?
No trap, okay. I think Tuesdays are secretly the best day of the week.
That makes sense.
You don't even believe it.
I don't, but look, no translating. The key just came out.
Exactly. It didn't matter if you agreed, the phrase was ready, so it came out instantly. I love that. Phrases are keys.
And the more keys you collect, the more doors you can open without stopping.
Okay, there's one more powerful trick. We call it shadow thinking.
This sounds mysterious, Emily.
It's not mysterious, it's simple. When you watch a show or listen to a podcast,
Pause for a second after a sentence.
and in your head, think the same sentence again, not translate it, just repeat it as English.
So you're training your brain to hold the English thought.
Exactly. Not the meaning in your language, the English shape itself.
After some weeks, your brain starts holding English naturally.
Like a muscle, it gets stronger with use.
This is why some learners understand everything but can't speak.
Because they trained listening, but never trained holding the thought in English.
Today, we fix both sides.
Alex, can I tell you something I've never said on this channel?
Wait, you sound serious. What is it?
Everyone thinks I'm the one who never struggled with this. But I did, for years.
You, Emily, you speak so smoothly, I always assumed it came naturally to you.
It did not. I used to translate every single sentence, too, just like you.
I had no idea. You hit it well.
Because I was embarrassed. I thought a good English speaker should not struggle.
But you fixed it with the same methods we're teaching today?
The exact same ones. Shadow thinking is actually how I broke the habit.
So this is not Emily teaching Alex. This is two people who both fixed the same problem.
Exactly. And if it worked for both of us, it can work for you, too. Story moment. Let's talk about Mira for a second.
Who's Mira?
Someone in our comments a while back. And honestly, so many of you watching are exactly like her.
Okay, tell us.
Mira studied English for 6 years in school. Perfect grammar on paper.
But
But in a real conversation, she'd translate every sentence and freeze.
that sounds painful.
It was, until she started the 3-object method, just 1 minute, 3 times a day.
And?
After 3 weeks, she noticed something different.
What?
She replied to a question in English before she even realized she was speaking.
No translation in the middle.
None. Her brain had simply built a new, faster road.
That's the goal for everyone listening right now.
A faster road, not a perfect road, a faster one. Standalone shorts moment, 15 to 30 seconds, quotable.
Emily, I want to say something, and I think this is worth remembering.
Say it.
You don't become fluent the day you stop making mistakes.
Then when?
You become fluent the day you stop translating and start trusting.
Trusting what?
Trusting that your English brain already knows enough to speak, right now, today.
Wow, say that again slowly for everyone.
You become fluent the day you stop translating and start trusting your English brain.
That's going straight into our shorts.
It should.
Okay, now it's your turn, everyone watching.
We want you to try the 3-object method right now.
Look around you. Pick 3 things.
Say one sentence about each out loud, right now, no translating.
And in the comments, tell us your 3 sentences.
We'll read some of them in the next episode.
We really will. We love reading your sentences.
And tell us what's the strangest word-by-word translation mistake you've ever made.
Like Alex's paper of money.
I will never live that down.
Never. We'll remind you in every episode now.
Wonderful. Thank you, Emily.
Oh, and one more thing for the comments.
Yes?
Tell us your 3 objects today, right now, before you forget.
Phone, bag, window, whatever is near you.
We genuinely read every single comment.
We do. Your sentences make our day.
Let's also give a quick example with grammar, but the natural way.
Not rules, just direct sentences.
Take the idea of routine, present simple.
I drink coffee every morning.
Take the idea of something happening now.
I'm drinking coffee right now.
Take the idea of the past.
I drank coffee an hour ago.
See? No grammar book, just direct thought, direct sentence.
This is how native speakers actually learned grammar as children, through use, not rules.
And this is how your brain will finally feel free.
Let's give a few more direct thinking patterns, but let's actually use them instead of just listing them.
I like that. Okay, I notice. Alex, look at me right now and notice something.
I notice you are sitting differently than usual today.
I am. I switched chairs. Good catch. And no translating there at all.
None. I just looked and a sentence came straight out.
Okay, my turn. It seems like. Use it on our listeners right now.
It seems like a lot of you are watching this on a break from work.
Probably true for some of you.
One more. I would like to. Emily, finish that one honestly right now.
I would like to finally stop being nervous before we record.
Wait, you still get nervous?
A little every time. But see, the sentence still came out instantly. No translating even with something personal.
That is actually the real test. Personal thoughts, not just practice sentences.
3 patterns, used live, not just listed. That is the difference.
Addressing fear directly again. Call back to hook.
Remember how we started today? 5 years, 10 years, still translating?
That fear is real for so many learners.
But fear only wins if you keep using the old method.
You do not need 5 more years. You need 5 minutes a day with the right method.
That is the entire secret. Direct thinking, phrase banks, shadow thinking, daily repetition.
4 tools used every day. That is enough.
Emily, I think today's episode might genuinely change how some people practice. I hope so, because so many learners think the problem is their vocabulary.
When really the problem is just the method. Fix the method and the words start flowing.
So here's your homework. 1 minute, 3 objects, 3 sentences. Today.
Not tomorrow, because tomorrow always becomes next week, and next week becomes next year.
We've seen it happen. Do not let it happen to you.
Stop translating. Start speaking naturally. That's the whole lesson.
If this helped you even a little bit, please like this video. It truly helps our channel grow.
And subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's episode. We upload every single day.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We never take it for granted.
This is Alex.
And this is Emily.
Your English brain is ready. See you tomorrow.
See you in the next episode, everyone.